Hello, family. This is your friend Kenisha, and welcome to another episode of TransFormNation Thursday. These Thursdays are an opportunity for us to talk about transformation, but how can we be an influence to our families, our communities, our cities, our state, this nation? How can we change others? On Tuesday, we talk about changing you and myself. And then on Thursdays, we talk about changing the world. And so we are on this wonderful topic called emotional intelligence. We talked about that last week, and we're talking about that again this week. And for the next few weeks, we'll be incorporating what that means. So I'm going to read you the definition again. It says emotional intelligence is the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and emphatically. So we have to get really good about this thought of emotional intelligence if we want to have an influence on the people that are in our world. So one person that was excellent with emotional intelligence was Princess Diana. She was probably known as one of the most favorite princes that has ever lived. And it says this in 1989, it says that she wowed the world. She visited, it's called the pediatric unit of the Harlem Hospital. It says where she spontaneously hugged patients with HIV. And this was back in 1989. So this is when the disease was fairly new. There was a lot of stigmatism on people who had HIV. And she just went around hugging people. And don't you think that did something to the people who was the carriers of this disease, but also to the world, to see this woman of esteem have enough emotional intelligence to honor that even though this person may have had HIV, they were still human. Wow. So we'll be coming from this book again today, Emotional Intelligence 2.0, and it is by Travis Bradberry and Jean Greaves. And let's read some endorsements of why emotional intelligence is important for us to understand, because it affects us when we're influencing others, particularly in our job. So here is from Lois Frankel, Dr. Lois Frankel. And it says, if you're wondering why your career is stalled or plateaued, it says, or if you simply want to get on the fast track to the next level, this book is a must-read, Emotional Intelligence. It says, emotional intelligence is a sine qua non of success at work, and this book gives you a quick start to developing critical skills and behaviors to complement your technical expertise. So essentially, how well you do at your job will be directly connected to your emotional intelligence. And then one last endorsement says, with all of the new buzzwords over the past few years, the heart and soul of a company's culture is how they support and promote emotional intelligence. So listen to this, leaders. Those with foresight see that emotional intelligence will separate the good companies from the great ones. It says, if your desire is to be a truly resonant leader that people will trust and follow, this is an opportunity that can not only change your professional career, but also your personal relationships. So we want to make sure we have a good understanding of this notion of emotional intelligence. So remember, it's not IQ. IQ has to do everything about our intellect and how what some people would say smart we are. But emotional intelligence, it is said that jobs may hire you for your IQ, but you get promoted to leadership. This is important because of your EQ. How well do you deal with other people? How well can you read the room? How well can you be empathetic to other people? IQ doesn't determine that. It's EQ. So yes, we all want great IQs. We all want wonderful jobs, and we'll hire us for that. But research is showing that it is emotional intelligence, EQ, emotional quotient, that's making the difference. So I want to challenge you with this for the week. Commit to noting when you are relying on your EQ, or emotional quotient, versus your IQ, which is our thought for today, this week when working with others. EQ versus IQ. We want both, but when it comes to promotion, it's going to be EQ. This is your friend Kenisha. I love you. Have a great day.